Hello guys, it's Joshua Hawes here. As you can tell by the title of the video, I'm doing a review for the movie Aquaman. Aquaman came out in 2018. It's the first movie after Justice League, so this was a very important movie because if you know from my thoughts, and the thoughts of most people, that the next film needed to be good to not have people just lose hope in the DCEU, because I reckon around that time people just lost hope in the DCEU. So yeah, so this was the next movie. Anyway, and overall I'm going to go through my thoughts bit by bit, but let's start off with the good. The good is that the cast just is really good. I forget his name, but the person who plays Arthur Curry, the main character, Jason Momoa, is it? Yeah, Jason Momoa. He is really good as Aquaman. This film isn't necessarily super serious. It's got those funny comedic moments, which makes sense because when you're dealing with a character has the ability to talk to fish, this is probably the most serious you're gonna get, and there is quite a bit of comedy out here. And so, yeah, the main character, the actor Jason Momoa, is just really good as this interpretation of Aquaman. And yeah, the other character as well as Amber Heard's character, who I just forget the name of. Sorry about that. But yeah, she was good as well. She did play that role really well. Also, the film visually, it's mainly especially when you're underwater, it looks incredible. Like, it is some really good CGI. There is a lot of CGI in this film, and I think it was done really well. And some of the underwater scenes are very difficult to do, obviously, but I felt like they were done really, really well, and it looked really cool and visually pleasing, which is really good. The action here in this film is really good. The story is very Shakespearean, it feels. It's a very Shakespearean story of, is he really a king? Like, it's very Shakespearean about being king and stopping wars, and it's very Shakespearean, but in a good way. This is a very good film. The cast is really good. The origin story is really good. Black Mantis is well, we're gonna go into the mixed right now. Is that Black Mantis, one of the characters, is not very prominent in the film. He's just a villain. He was just there to give him Aquaman some issues, but he hasn't got a big role. I put him mixed, I don't really mind, because his character story, let's just say, doesn't end in this film, and probably in Aquaman 2 coming out next year, I think. He's probably going to be the main villain, so I don't mind too much. Another issue is that this doesn't tie into the DCEU, really, apart from one sentence and the characters. So, and judging by the way Justice League is probably a good thing, but anyway, if you're looking for this film to build off the DCEU into the future, it builds Aquaman so it doesn't have any huge implications on like the future of the DCEU and where it's going to go forward, and it just did not have that, which I put in mixed. Those aren't things that really concern me. And another thing is that I think of a mixed is that the film is it's just a fun movie. It's a very fun, enjoyable film, but there's no like parts of this film or anything like that make you go, there are some really good scenes, don't get me wrong, but overall it's not going to be one of those greatest of all time superhero films. It is not like an Endgame, Avengers level, Guardians of the Galaxy, Iron Man level film, which is fine. I don't have an issue with that, but if you do, you might find this, if you want this to be a big, in terms of its visually and the story it's telling, it's a grand story, but in terms of the way it's presented, it's a great story, a really good one, and it shows the struggles of Aquaman. But you might be this one compared to the likes of Endgame. There's not these like big. It's not anywhere near the scale of an Avengers film and stuff, which it shouldn't be. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Overall, I really enjoyed this film. I'd give it a 7.8 out of 10, which so far that means this is my first favourite. This is number 3. Number 2's Man of Steel. Number 1's Wonder Woman. I have a feeling that's going to change because I'm going to be watching Shazam at the time of this recording tonight. I'm very much looking forward to that film. I love it. Quick spoiler about what my thoughts are. So overall, I'll give this a 7.8 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this film. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, turn notifications on so you never miss video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye guys!